Hello Libra, and welcome to your 2018 reading. This is Madeline. This is my page, Messages from Venus. Hello, hello, hello. Excuse me. The names of the decks that I'm going to be using are going to be in the description box listed below. I'm going to be using different cards for, or let me see how many sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 4 sets of cards for the zodiac signs. So the names of the cards are going to be listed below. If you're interested in a reading with me, the information for that is going to be listed below. If you are interested in getting 30% off your reading, I still have 30% off my readings only until October 31st. What else? The coupon code for that is listed below as well. During my readings, I'm not going to give you the names of the cards. I'm going to just give you the energies that come out from the readings. I am not that type of reader. What else? And if you purchase a yearly reading from me, just know that they will be longer. They'll be about an hour long because I go by the month. And I will have these in Spanish as well. And I will still have the monthly readings for like the birthdays. So yeah, you guys, wait for announcements in a separate video. What else? Yes. Okay, so let's get along with your reading. I'm going to pull a card for everyone here. Just like something that you should keep in mind for the year. Let's see. A little difficult to shuffle because they're heart-shaped. So this is the card you've received. And it is, help is on its way. The raging sea will soon abate, and a great light will heal your heart. This is a time of deep, profound, and positive transformation, but courage, strength, and patience are required. You are supported by a sea of love. There you go. You're supported, Libra. No matter what you're going through this year, no matter what comes your way this year, you are supported. You have a ridiculous amount of support behind you. You're not alone. People will be laughing at you for other reasons besides the nonsense that's currently going on in the stars. And I mean laughing in a good way because, I mean, if you guys follow the astrologers, this is crazy. Like what goes on a daily basis is crazy. So you guys can go ahead and check out the astrologers and don't feel lonely. Everyone's going through the same transitions as you are. So let's see what's going on for the year for you. Like I said, I don't give the definitions or the names of all the cards. I'm going to just read, okay? Okay, so put this to the side. So I see a surge of intuition. I see your spiritual connection getting a little bit better and better and better. A lot of people say that during this season, anytime between now, the veil, it's getting thin. I'm recording these in October, so the veil is getting thin, or it is already thin, and so people say that your connection to the other side or the other realm is much higher during this time of the year. So I feel like from this time of the year until the end of next year, or until this same time next year, you'll have a surge of energy, maybe like Kundalini rising energy, chakras connecting all the time and getting your memory back is what I'm seeing. So maybe perhaps information that's in your DNA that you were not aware of is coming back to you. I also feel like there is going to be lots of pains and hurts physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Not so much financially, but I feel like you're going to feel the pain, not because there's actually something happening in your life, so much so in the beginning of the year, but it's because it's a healing process. And sometimes when you have past life recall, or when you're actually spiritually connected, you feel more pain than other things, or you feel more disappointment than happiness, because you see the reality of actuality. I also see either memories of the past or people from the past coming back trying to reconcile with you. And it can be like a best friend that you like stopped talking to for many years at a time. And I feel like this person is gonna come back to try to not haunt your life this time, but explain certain things to you that you were not aware of in your relationship. Or you might see somebody in the street or have a coffee with somebody. And this is all happening during the first half of the year. You might have a coffee with somebody. You might be sitting next to somebody in a coffee shop or somewhere where there's like a lot of people around, and this person might be speaking to you, and their story resonates with you so much because it's hitting your memory, it's hitting your Akashic records, and you might remember either the person or the situation from your past life. I also see a lot of playfulness during the second half of the first half of the first half of the year. I see a lot of playfulness, and I see a lot of people going back to the drawing board when it comes to ways on making money and how to profit and how to market yourself accordingly. So things that you thought that were lost, and ways of doing things that you thought that were lost are not going to be lost at all. I see you moving along into better budgeting, but more responsibility. So the more money that you guys make, starting from like February and forward, I see you guys making like 10 times more money than you guys are making now, or seeing ways on how you can make 10 times more money than you're making now. It's gonna be a ridiculous amount of responsibility, a ridiculous amount of responsibility. Some of you guys are going to be becoming either pregnant or giving birth at the end of 2018 or somewhere near the end of 2018. And I feel like as of right now, the thoughts of, and I'm telling you now, even though it's going to happen probably or possibly at the end of 2018 or close to the end of 2018, the thoughts of responsibilities need to go away. Even though you guys are like, oh, well, how is that possible? Bills have to get paid every month. These things go by every month. Or every day of every month, we have to pay a bill or schedule something or organize yourself every time you get paid. But the more you think about the responsibilities or the amounts of money or things that you owe, the better the the bigger the problem becomes, as opposed to having a clarity of mind. If you know that you have a budget and you know that you are actually organizing yourself, then why torture yourself? I feel like there is somebody that is a little bit like an authoritative figure, just a little talkative or talks a lot. It can be like a father figure, just like an older person in your life, that is really, 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 really immature, like really immature. And I have a feeling it's like a dad. Somebody's father out there is being very immature, and you're gonna have to sit down with this person and explain to this person what to do and what not to do in certain areas of his or her career. And these are conversations that will probably arise now if you watch this video, even though they're probably gonna go through all of next year. I also see you creating a little bit of greed for yourself because of your past pains, hurts, disappointments. When it comes to finances, I see you creating yourself or making yourself as a greedy person. You know that you have it. You know that you can share it. You can share the information. You can share the amounts of money that you have. You can share your check. You can, make your check a ridiculous amount, spread it out into a ridiculous amount, and, spread it out so that it pays everything, and you get paid for everything. And you're just not gonna want to do that because you see the hungry hippos everywhere. Yeah, the hungry hippos can be your bills. I don't see you as I saw, because I remember doing these last year. I don't see you as I saw people last year, or not people, but situations. you know, or budgeting last year. Meaning 2017 was a little rough in the beginning. That's not what I see. I see you having the money, because you do have the money. I just see you carefully planning yourself, or planning yourself accordingly, and not allowing people to bamboozle you into paying their little bits and pieces, like you did before, or like you've done before. I also see a lot of people creating rituals of forward movement, or moving forward. You're not looking to the past anymore. If your past partners decides to come back into the picture, I'm seeing a female. She tends to be like somebody of high class, or like portrays herself as somebody of high class, but she really isn't. Or like pretends to be somebody that does more than you, that has more opportunities, maybe a career, and you don't have a career. Kick the bitch to the curb, because she's a little bit of a troublemaker. So that's what I see there when it comes to next year. And also, try not to be so serious, Libra. Try not to be so serious, okay? Now, let's see what's going on. Love and relationships. So for love and relationships, I have 6 of Bowls and abundance. So everything is going to go absolutely great. And if you team up with somebody, even if it's not somebody whom you're in a serious relationship with, it can be like a business partner. Everything's going to work out perfectly well. So whoever you start your year with next year, that is probably the person you're going to end up with. If you are in a partnership, if you are single and people are coming from your past, say no. No, no, no. Just remain on the no. Just the past needs to stay in the past, because it's just too much pain, hurt, and everything else in between. And of course, I just burned out my candle. And then you have for career, and I can't believe I just burned out my candle. Did you guys see that? For career and finances, you have the journey. And the journey tells me that, oh my goodness. The journey tells me that you're going on the right path, that you're on your way to the right path. So whatever ideas that you have. So let's say on January, December 31st, or is it December? Or December 30th, or whatever it is. New Year's Eve, wherever you guys are, in the world. Wherever it is for you. Whatever it is that you're doing at the very moment in time, continue to do that until at least February or March. If you want a drastic change in your career, wait until the 3rd month of the year, the 2nd or 3rd month of the year. Now you have health for physical and spiritual, and you have the 2 of Stones challenge. So in the health department, I feel like this is more physical. You might be having physical struggles. Maybe you need to go to the gym. Maybe you need to apply for a healthier fitness, not so much with food, but like fitness. I also see you like fighting a lot, or like arguing a lot during the year, having a lot of fighting for what you know is best for yourself. That may be like a physical fight with somebody, like throwing punches with somebody, and also with your spiritual health, I see other people being so jealous of what you have that evil eye will surround you all throughout like the year of 2018. But you're gonna survive. You're gonna be just fine. I'm gonna pull an extra card for health and spirituality, and it says Ace of Stones, the foundation of life. So if you guys are pregnant or are going to be pregnant for the year, and the challenge might be that it might be a difficult pregnancy for you. It might be a difficult pregnancy or a challenging pregnancy. But I feel like it's not so much because of the physical, but it's more of like a spiritual warfare. So that is that, Libra. If you would like a reading with me, let me know. You guys know where to contact me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.